Evan Urbina, missed you a little under the weather. Missed you last week. Let's talk about Bedford Cup because your team played quite well, and just your impression.
Yeah, it was a lot of work, the Bedford Cup, so I was pretty tired after that. So grateful for Luke Hurley and Josh Burke, my managers, running the tournament desk and really making it such a professional event. We're just grateful to be able to host that, and we have a lot of teams that return, so it's always good competition, a lot of competition from our mountain region. We make several draws, so there's several singles draws, just otherwise the tournament would be too big, you'd have to play it over too many days. And so we kind of separate the players into different draws, and we've never won one of those draws before, but this year we won 2 out of the 4 singles draws. So I was really proud of our team. Urgent Kirsten, he won the top draw, and he played really well, but I don't think he did anything special. He was just very composed, and he kind of stuck to what he's good at. And Alec Fritzinger, he won the Falcon draw, and he did the same thing. I mean, he had some really tough moments where he could have lost it mentally. He had match points in the second set on one of his opponents, and then lost those points, lost the set, so he has to go regroup in the third. And he was frustrated with himself as he was walking off the court to change and stuff like that. But he regrouped and got it done in the third set, and so I was really proud of him too. A lot of it is just mental toughness for these guys.
Are you a coach that likes to see guys who just do it that way as opposed to, in your words, spectacular?
I think I'm a percentage tennis coach. And so what I really like to see is us winning points that we could win over and over and over. And if someone has a spectacular shot, I do love that. You know, that's fun. It's fun for them. Maybe it changes the momentum. Maybe it gets them really excited. I think that's great. But if you lose the next point, then you're back to equal, you know? And sometimes players don't see it that way. You know, they like to go for the spectacular shots. But I think our team is full of guys that play percentage tennis. And, you know, really that's just kind of getting back to basics, smart shot selection, those types of things. So that's what I like to see.
For the first time this year, the Mountain West had a qualifier to get people into the ITA, and Arjun Kirsten, again, finishing 3rd out of 32. That's pretty good.
Yeah, he had another great week. And the 4 guys that went, there's a lot of good competition there. And I really felt like any of those guys could go and do well in this tournament. It's the first time. It's the inaugural Mountain West Fall Qualifier. And if you win this tournament, it gets you into another tournament that you could qualify for NCAAs. So it's kind of a long road, but basically all the conferences are having a tournament like this or a selection like this to send a representative from their conference to the NCAAs. Urgin got really close, but you play out through 5th place just in case someone qualifies another way, and that way, you know, you would go to 2nd on the list, and same thing. So it's a little bit complicated, but yeah, the NCAA has moved to the fall now for individuals, and so Urgin's actually put himself in a good spot, and then we have regionals next week. So another 4 players of ours will have a chance. If they get to the finals of that, they get into NCAAs. So regionals is another great opportunity that we've been preparing for.
This tennis is so different in that you have like an individual season, which is the fall now, and you have a team season later on. How do you tell your team to react? I mean, am I an individual player? Am I part of a team? How do you go about that?
Yeah, that's always been a struggle for tennis players because in the juniors, you know, you're just playing for yourself. And, you know, some players do a lot better once they come to college because they're team guys and they put other people first. And I feel like I have a team full of team guys. You know, I could talk about everyone throughout our lineup, but I'm really proud of our team. And I think they come together and play their best tennis in the spring in our team season. And the fall is usually about development. It changes a little bit with the fall tournament, the NCAAs being in the fall now. But yeah, we're trying to give our guys opportunities to compete at the highest level. That's important to us. And at the end of the day, it's still about developing our guys, both as tennis players and as leaders.
Fantastic. Evan Urbina, thank you so much for the time.
Thanks, Brian.